2 spacecraft. Both made it to the moon. Both tipped over on landing. One survived less than 13 hours. The CEO described the second one as a baseball player sliding into a base. The stock is up 270% from its low. If that doesn't make sense to you, you're in the right place. Hi, welcome to Ticker Talk. One stock, 5 minutes. No jargon, let's go. What they do. Intuitive Machines is building the infrastructure layer for the lunar economy. Actual contracts, actual landers, actual missions to the moon right now. Their business runs on 4 pillars, delivering payloads to the lunar surface for NASA and commercial customers, operating relay satellites for communications and navigation at lunar distance, space products and data services, and increasingly, defense and national security contracts in orbit. The IM-1 mission in February 2024 made Odysseus the first American spacecraft to soft land on the moon since Apollo 17 in 1972. It landed on its side, 6 days of data, before it went dark. IM-2 launched in February 2025. The Athena lander struck a plateau at the lunar South Pole, tipped over, skidded across the surface, and settled inside a crater. Operations ended less than 13 hours later. 2 landers, 2 crashes. And yet this company just guided for nearly $1 billion in revenue in 2026. Here's why. The numbers. Full year 2025 revenue was $210 million with a net loss of $83 million. Deeply unprofitable, cash burning. Then everything changed. In November 2025, Intuitive Machines acquired Lanteris Space Systems for $800 million. Lanteris already runs positive adjusted EBITDA, defense contracts, recurring satellite services revenue, income that has nothing to do with whether a lunar lander stays upright. Management has guided 2026 revenue of $900 million to $1 billion, a near 5-fold jump from 2025. Almost entirely driven by Lanteris backlog conversion. The landers are now almost a side story. Total backlog sits at $943 million, with a pending NASA Lunar Terrain vehicle contract worth $600 to $800 million still to be awarded. The bull case. The market is repricing what kind of company this actually is. It came in as a lunar delivery startup. It is leaving as a full-spectrum space infrastructure contractor. The Artemis program is real and accelerating. Humans went back around the moon in April 2026, the first crewed lunar mission in over 50 years. Every crewed mission needs communications relay, navigation data, surface logistics. Intuitive Machines has contracts for all of it. The infrastructure as a service model is the key insight. The Near Space Network Services contract, awarded in September 2024, builds recurring revenue through relay satellite operations. That is not a one-time delivery. It is a monthly billing relationship with NASA. Those get valued at much higher multiples than project-based revenue. L3, Harris Technologies selected Intuitive Machines to develop spacecraft platforms in early March 2026. A defense prime choosing a space startup as a platform supplier. That is validation from an industry heavyweight that this company is now taken seriously beyond the lunar niche, and the LTV contract could land any day. A $600 to $800 million award that includes commercial leasing provisions. NASA doesn't need the rover full-time, so Intuitive Machines could rent it to private clients when it's idle. That is genuinely novel economics for a space company. The bear case. 2 landers tipped over from the same technical failure, laser altimeter malfunction, twice in a row. IM-3 targets the second half of 2026. A third consecutive failure would be catastrophic for the NASA relationship and the stock. The revenue guidance is almost entirely acquisition dependent. Converting 60 to 65% of backlog in a single year is aggressive for a company that has never done it before. Miss that and the numbers collapse. Short interest sits at roughly 30% of the float. The stock has already filed to let selling stockholders offload over 34 million shares. Dilution risk is real, and the volatility cuts both ways. Here's where I land. Intuitive Machines is not a lunar lander company anymore. The market figured that out before most retail investors did, which is why the stock is up 270%, while 2 missions were failing on the moon. What you're buying is a bet that a small Houston aerospace company can transform from a NASA mission provider into a full-spectrum space infrastructure contractor, and that the lunar economy is real enough and fast enough to sustain it. The Lanteris acquisition gives it the recurring revenue base to survive while it proves the thesis. The LTV contract, if it lands, removes most of the near-term risk. But 2 landers tipped over, and if IM3 makes it 3, no amount of infrastructure revenue will protect the stock. Not financial advice. Do your own research. All figures from Intuitive Machines, public SEC filings. 1 stock, 5 minutes. No jargon. See you next week.